This video is for educational purposes only. Success requires effort, and earnings are not guaranteed.
Welcome to VYB, a community built to empower financial freedom through innovation, connection, and purpose. Our mission is simple: break barriers, achieve real results, and build a lasting legacy. VYB is here to change what is possible for everyone. Because right now, too many people are facing a harsh reality. Everyone has bills, the cost of living keeps rising, and no matter how hard you work, it feels like there's never enough. It doesn't have to be that way. What if there was a way to break free from that cycle? That's what VYB is all about. We've created a platform that allows individuals to break free from traditional limitations, earn income on their own terms, and build a legacy for their families. Right now, VYB is in pre-launch, and this is your chance to lock your spot for free. This is a rare opportunity to get in before the official launch on February 17th. We've already had thousands of people lock their spots in over 160 countries, and they're waiting for the perfect moment. The time is now. Get with the person who shared this video, lock your spot, and let's build something legendary together.
All right. Hey, welcome everybody. Welcome. This is Megan Lynch, VP of Sales, and that's just a fancy way of saying I am the field general, one of four other owners, or three other owners, I guess, Reagan Lynch, and also Andre Russell. You guys also hear from our COO, Tony Mark, and you also hear from some of our corporate team, which is JV and Mufasa. You guys hear from him often as well. So really quickly, I did turn off the chat because I want you to be super locked in and super focused. And when you're typing questions, you're not really listening. You're thinking about what you want to type. So I am beyond excited right now. I am over the moon that we have finally arrived, right? And I want you guys to know that delay doesn't mean denial. Delay means let's check all the boxes. We're going to get on the ark, all of us. No one is going to be left behind except the people who don't plug in. I'm going to say that again. All of you are going to be perfectly fine because we're super excited to show you. I think you're going to be blown away because I'm blown away by our own opportunity. And it's the best. I'm not going to say one of the best. It is the best opportunity out here. And we have so much more to offer every 90 days or so. But today's call, I want you to get your notebook really quickly, turn off your TV, be where your feet are. Don't be washing dishes, vacuuming, doing other things, talking to other people, because this is a call strictly for people who want to become legends and you want to be leaders and you want to be able to assist your team as your team starts to grow in everything related to VYB. We rolled out this program slowly on purpose. Everything is intentional. We didn't tell you the name of the company because we wanted you to understand who we are first, which we are a kingdom building organization. We are in the relationship marketing space. I don't really say it's a network marketing company because it is much more than that. VYB stands for Visualize Your Breakthrough. After we told you the name of our company, maybe a week or 2 weeks later, we actually told you about the 7 pathways that VYB has. And that's 7 pathways right now, including our VYB Vault, which is our flagship product, which houses all of our live education and mentorship, market insights, all of those things. And then we added on, right? VYB Vault was the only product that we had, and that is enough. VYB Vault can be a product all by itself if we didn't offer you anything else. But we decided to add on a host of other things as we expanded. That's what VYB is really about. It is about the expansion and the co-creating. And when we think up something that would be great for the VYB ecosystem, then we develop it. you guys are going to have that same opportunity. And then lastly, we have a very robust, lucrative referral program where you can actually further your partnership with VYB by referring people to VYB. When you refer people to VYB, we have a very lucrative 5 payout reward system, including our legacy network, which was formerly known as our matrix. It is lucrative. That is it. That is the simplicity of our program. We have a great product, which is the VYB ecosystem. We have 7 pathways. We have a referral program, and you actually have 3 memberships that you can take advantage of when we officially launch: the Elevate membership, the Pro membership, and the Legend membership. For those leaders who want to get inside of VYB early, we created the Charter membership that will go away here in the next couple days. The Charter membership is $25. What do you get with that? A host of education. You also have the ability to refer people during pre-launch and earn $10 of that Charter membership. The only thing that we are focused on today is how do we get active early and be considered a founder or a root. That is the only things that we're focused on today. And we also want to show you our brand new, write this down, guys, write it down, VYB Bucks Hub. It is the most amazing thing that I have ever seen. And it is super simple. And if I can do it, anybody can do it because it's low tech, high check, if you know what I mean. So I don't care what your education level is, as long as you have 2 ears and you can hear me or you can see and read directions, it is the most simple platform, way more simple than you having to go and set up your bank account with Wells Fargo or Fifth Third or credit union. If you were able to do those types of things as an adult, because you do have to be 18 to be in our program, this system is super simple to set up. It just requires that you sit still and only be doing one thing so that you can get through the process. I got through the process in probably about 4 minutes, right? So we're going to be showing you that today. I know you guys are super excited because I am super excited for you to see this VYB Bucks Hub. Now, Tony, if you could explain, like, the VYB Bucks Hub is kind of like the airport, right? Can you explain that?
Absolutely. So the VYB Bucks Hub is going to be a place you're going to go to see all the different destinations for your VYB Bucks within our ecosystem. And please don't raise your hands, you guys. So when you click on VYB Bucks, and I'm going to show you a picture in a minute, when you click on VYB Bucks, you're going to go into the VYB Bucks Hub. There's many different destinations in a hub. Right now, there's one destination. Later, as we grow, there's going to be more destinations. Today, we're going to show you one of those destinations. It's going to be a pay portal. Later, there's going to be many other destinations that will live in the VYB Bucks Hub ecosystem.
Perfect. So I'm just going to reiterate what she said. I'm going to repeat it. The VYB Bucks Hub is going to do a lot of things, but during pre-launch, it's only doing one thing. How do I get active with my charter membership? Some of you are already active with your charter membership, but you need to be paying attention because you have members on your team that are not active and they should not be sending support tickets. That's why you're here, so you can learn and you can be me or Tony to your people. Hopefully that makes sense to all of you. We are only looking for leaders right now. That's why we're allowing you guys to get in early. Now, did we know 70,000 people were going to want to get in early? No, we didn't, but we pivoted. Now we have all of you guys who are great leaders, but you have to be a leader. You cannot be in and out, and there's 743 people on here. And typically we had 1,000 people on in the beginning, and then the numbers drifted down to 200 to 400 getting plugged in, which means some of you guys on here have not been acting like leaders. I will forgive you because you're here today, but I need you to plug in fully, because the only way that you're going to get left behind is if you're not plugged in, and you will have to come in with the general population. So today is about you bucking up, Buttercup, and being the best leader you can be, because I am over the moon with what you guys are getting ready to see. And it's simple if you pay attention, right? We're doing another call tonight at 8 o'clock, but we are going to be on this call for people who do need some assistance, which you shouldn't. But, you know, well, I always tell people common sense isn't always common, and that's not a knock on any of you guys. It's just some people's brains work differently. So we want to be here to support you wholeheartedly. But we'll only support you if you're fully plugged in and paying attention. Okay. So Tony, I'm excited because we're going to class today and they get to see what we've been working on for a while now. And no one else really has this system. It is one of a kind. And we could literally market and sell this as a product with this $5 hub, but we're giving it to you guys for free. It's free to you. And it's a big deal. So Tony, what are we doing today? What are we going to show them today? Uh-oh, if you're talking, I can't hear you.
No, I'm on mute.
Oh.
I was just talking too. So let me just say that later today, you're going to see a button that says $5 on the side currently, and I'm going to show my screen. Let me get it moved over to where I can put it.
So you said later today, so they can't see this button. So I should not be getting
cannot see it right now.
Or phone calls or support tickets. I can't see my button. It's not back there yet. You're not going to see it until we turn it on in probably 40 minutes.
Yes.
Or maybe 30.
Yeah. And I will tell y'all now, you need to watch this training. Don't be pushing buttons. There will be a Zoom later to help you, but it will only be available to the leaders, and the leaders, it's your responsibility to get your people on that Zoom. So, you'll see over here, it'll say $5. When you click the $5 button over here, it's going to take you to this page here. And on this page, you're going to click access my wallets. It will then take you through a process. It's going to show you this system. I'm going to show you the process in a minute, but right now I want to show you the system. Okay. So I'm so excited about this.
This is the exciting part, guys. Really pay attention.
I'm so excited. And if you're in the chat, I can't see it. I've turned it off because I want you all to see this. And I hope you can see the screen because it's big, right?
Yes.
This here is absolutely 100% something that we could just, like Megan said, sell on our own to whoever and do just a company on this. So when you come into this portal, this pay portal, you're going to be able to see your dashboard with all of your wallets, right? You're going to be able to see your e-wallet, and we're going to go through each one. So let's stop here. E-wallet. What this means is when you get commissions within VYB, this money is going to be able to be allocated to this e-wallet. Here is an important part. Once you get paid commissions in VYB, you can allocate money here, and then you can transfer that to another person within the system by putting in their email and putting in the amount and all of that. Or you can withdraw to a bank, or you can withdraw to crypto. Your crypto wallet. So when you have e-wallet commissions here, you can move them to your crypto wallet, right? Now.
So let's go back for just a second.
Yes.
So again, guys, just to reiterate what she just said, Javian comes into the company. He decides that he wants to be a customer, right? That's fine. He can be a customer. But the minute that Javian says, I want to be a VYB partner, and he pays $9.99 a month, which makes him a true business, then Javian can work his business. And while he's working the business, and let's say that Javian makes $500 from his efforts building VYB and referring people to VYB, or selling products, marketing products like websites or apps for that matter, or whatever it is that Javian decides that he wants to market, Even a customer can make income on one level, and they can go market to the public, and the public says, I don't want to do the legacy network side. I don't want to refer people. I just want to buy the products. So when VYB pays Javian, his commissions will fall into the e-wallet. That's what you're saying, Tony, correct?
He can put them there because remember in the VYB Bucks hub, there's going to be different places you can put your commissions.
So this is just one place where he can shift money over to his e-wallet like any other standard networking company if you guys have been a part of one. Okay, so just to make that clear, guys, we give you some money and then you can shift it wherever you want it to go. We're only talking about shifting it here today in the e-wallet.
Absolutely. And I love the word shift. Thank you for doing that because that is what it is. You have better words. You're shifting here and there's different places within the VYB Bucks hub that you can shift. Right now, just this one destination. And once you shift it to here, you can do these various things with that. This is to come. If you want to talk about that, Megan, there's a card to come. I'm super excited about that.
Yes. And I know I'm being super specific because some people are on their phones. And if you say this, they won't understand. So I overdo it. I'm explaining it to you guys like you're a 6-year-old because our 6-year-old over here can understand what we're saying. So Tony, let's go to transfer really quickly so they really understand. So let's say that Javian, I'm going to use Javian as an example, has money inside of his e-wallet, but he wants to send money to Tony. Well, he could, if he has money in there, it's super simple internal transfer. And Javian wants to gift Tony with $100. He can put Tony's email address in that he needs to get from Tony. So he's not just randomly sending money somewhere. It says your reference. You can then type a note. Maybe you're a leader and you want to run some kind of contest yourself. I used to do it all the time. Whoever refers the most people on my team this week, I'm going to give you $100. You could do that with your team and run those contests. And then Javian says, I'm going to give $100. I'm going to put in Tony's email. I'm going to tell her why I'm giving her $100, right? If he chooses to put something in there, won a contest. And then now you can shift internally money over. Where's that money going, Tony? Once it's shifted from Javian's e-wallet, where does it go to you?
It goes into their e-wallet in this pay portal.
So perfect. So Javian gifts Tony on his team with $100 because for whatever reason, and when he puts her email in that's inside of our system, don't just put some random email that has nothing to do with VYB. And now he can send money and it will show up in Tony's e-wallet. That is beyond amazing, where you can help, people as long as they have a system or a account, right, Tony, inside of and they've set this up. Anybody can shift money to anybody, correct?
Yes. It must be in our system. Absolutely. As long as they're in our system as a guest, customer, partner, etc., they can be a part of this e-wallet system.
So you just said something pretty interesting because Tony, if Javian gives you his referral link, let's say this is 3 months from now and you're coming in, no pre-launch. Let's not talk about pre-launch. Pre-launch is different. Let's say we're rolling. Javian gives Tony his referral link to get into VYB. Tony is always going to be able to create a guest account. So just like we're doing now, don't say free account. Leaders, write this down. We're no longer saying free because when you say free, then you got to explain to people why it's not free. So Javian gives Tony his referral link. She creates a guest account. Tony is falling hard on her luck. And Javian may say, listen, I'm going to send you $250, right? Or $255. Make sure that when you make money, you give it back to me. I don't know. We don't have anything to do with that. So if you're choosing to do that, Don't involve Vibe on your antics, right? Because I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it, but now Tony is like, great. I was going to have to wait until Friday until I got paid, but Javian just sent me $250 that's in my e-wallet, and now I'm going to be able to pay my membership with that money. These are just some ways I'm telling you guys that you could potentially use this system. It's a big deal. Tony, did I leave anything out?
No, I think that's the most important, that it is something that you guys, if someone calls you and says, I need to borrow $20, I'll pay you back on Friday, and you decide to do that, that is your responsibility, not anyone else's. Same thing with here. This is your e-wallet money. And if you decide to send it to someone and they said they're going to pay you back and they don't, that is not our responsibility. So please be responsible adults.
And I will give an example because I did this in another company and I sent someone 5 figures and they never gave my money back. So I'm telling you guys this not because, oh, that's going to happen. Yes, do not send people money expecting for them to give it back. And then you involve us because we're not going to listen to it, right? You shouldn't have sent them any money. But the blessing about this is you can send internally money to your team or to anybody in the company if you have their email address, and you can send it to your guest and get them activated. It's a big deal, right? Just this alone is a big deal, okay? And you click confirm and the money, it shifted into their e-wallet. Tony, anything else we need to say about this?
Nope. I think that is it. And we will have going forward small little videos that explain each one of these for you guys.
So let's go over to withdraw to bank. Let's click on that.
So this is going to be an important one, you guys. When I click on withdraw to bank, it's going to be a U.S. or international bank. So remember, we are still in pre-launch. We're moving things over. It will say U.S. or international. It isn't just international. When you click add bank account, you'll notice it says select beneficiary. If you are not in the U.S., you know that other countries tend to say beneficiary instead of bank. This beneficiary does not mean someone that gets money if you die or if you will money to someone. This means bank account, and that will be changed moving forward. But for now, just remember that in this system, beneficiary means bank account. So you click add bank account. This is not something that is here currently, but remember, please, in our system, this pay portal right here, beneficiaries means bank account.
Right. So Tony, what you're saying is that if I am in Jamaica or if I'm in the United States or India, or it doesn't matter, and I want to pay, I've done all this hard work, I have $1,000 in my e-wallet, and I don't want to transfer $1,000 to you, Tony. I want to withdraw it to my bank account. When we officially need that tab to be live, we're giving you guys things in stages so you don't get all doing stuff you don't need to be doing. But I can then set up my Fifth Third or my PNC or my credit union bank account so that I can be shifting money when I feel like it, when there's stipulations to when you can shift it. We're not talking about that today, but I can shift my e-wallet money over to my bank account. Is that what you're saying?
Absolutely.
Perfect. Let's look at withdraw to crypto.
Withdraw to crypto. So when you guys click the withdraw to crypto button, you're going to have money in your e-wallet. Let's say you have $200 in your e-wallet. You can then withdraw money to your crypto wallet. It's very self-explanatory. You're withdrawing from the commissions wallet, the e-wallet, to the crypto wallet. You can do that if you would like. There is a transaction fee and a minimum charge, so you'll see that as well. But that's it on that one. Super simple.
Right, because some people, just to reiterate, guys, if you're one of those people who said, I don't know how to use crypto, well, that's why you're in VYB, because we have crypto academies over here from basic to advanced, and you need to learn crypto, right? That is my opinion. If you keep telling yourself, well, it's too hard, I don't know anything about it, and I'm blah, 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 those are excuses. I love you very much, but those are excuses, and you need to get with the times and come over here and go to class in Vibe Vault and learn about crypto, because you're going to need to get into this world at some point, whether you want to be in it or not. It's not going anywhere. And a lot of people, for example, myself, I don't like to keep money in my bank. I don't like to. I like to shift money to crypto a lot of times, okay? And that's what the wealthy people do. They diversify their money. So now we've given you options to not just put it in your bank account. You can transfer it to your crypto wallet. Can they transfer it to any crypto wallet, Tony?
That will be next,
Okay.
the next button. But this right here, we'll see how it has the same logo, the Bitcoin logo, and it says withdraw to crypto. You're withdrawing it to your crypto wallet because you have multiple wallets here, multiple places here. So you have your e-wallet, and I'll go back to the dashboard. You have your e-wallet, you have your crypto wallet, your card wallet, and your rewards wallet. We're only going to talk today about the e-wallet and the crypto wallet. So we talked about the e-wallet, and you can withdraw to your crypto wallet. Now,
and we're not going to talk about withdraw to a card, but Tony, they are going to be able to withdraw to a card that we issue them, not to your card that you have connected to your own personal bank account right now. It's the card that we allow you to purchase. Like, cards are never free, but it's a low amount. But eventually, coming up, we're not there yet. You will be able to withdraw funds to a card that you get from Vibe. Correct, Tony?
absolutely. And it will be, you can choose to have a virtual or plastic card or both. So
That
that's
is
exciting.
amazing.
Yes.
Yep.
And if you read also, you guys, and I want to point this out because as you go through the process of setting this up and paying, if you guys just stop and read things, you'll see you can withdraw your funds to your bank, crypto, wallet, or debit card, which we don't have yet, whatever suits you. Plus, you can easily transfer money to friends and family on the Vibe platform. So it shows when you click on it.
So you guys, Tony just said a mouthful, and you have to read, okay? You have to read, just like when you set up your own bank account and with whoever, you didn't just haphazardly do it. You went into a banking center and they took you through all the steps. That's what we're doing right now. You read things, you set up your online banking accounts and things like that. Treat this system the same way. Back to you.
Yes. So let's move next to the crypto tab. When you click this tab, you're going to see it syncing, right? We're going to get to that in just a moment. So the exciting part about this system is that you, again, can shift your money wherever you want. So here, what it does is it's going to sync with your account with our Vibe Pay portal here. You'll notice that it says you can access features by downloading this mobile app. Do not download this mobile app yet. If you've already downloaded this mobile app, don't worry, it's fine. But it will sync with that mobile app. We're going to want you to go through this first, and then you can go ahead and get that mobile app. But what this does is you don't even need the mobile app. Let's just say that. You don't need the mobile app. Once you create this crypto wallet, which is what you're going to do in the process of the steps in a minute, you're going to be able to deposit money into your crypto wallet like we showed you on the e-wallet. You click on deposit. Let's say you have money in your e-wallet. You can put it right here in your crypto wallet. You can click on withdraw, and you can withdraw money from your crypto wallet. So let's say I want to withdraw $50 here. It's going to tell me the fee to withdraw my money. I can choose any crypto address that has USDC coin for Polygon network or USDT Tether on any of these networks. And you don't have to ask what it is. or ask somebody else, because all you do is come back here and click the buttons. Maybe I want to do USDT on the BNB network. I put in the nickname, my wallet, and I paste the address. Again, you need to know about crypto. You need to be in the memberships so you can go to class and learn, what is this? Why is it important that I paste a wallet address there? You can't just type a crypto wallet address. It's got 2,211 letters and numbers. You're going to have to copy and paste it here, but you're going to learn that in class, right? But you can transfer this to any wallet. You can transfer it to whichever wallet you want to. Now, let me show you something else. You can buy crypto here. You don't need an app. You don't need anything else. You don't need to go anyplace. You just set up with VYB. Let's say you're a guest. You just signed up with Javian's link. You're ready to go. You don't have any money to pay your subscription, but that's okay. You have set up your VYB Bucks wallet. And now you're going to click right here, buy, and you can buy crypto with Stripe. You can click Changely, and let's say I want to do whatever amount here. And when you click on Changely, it's going to take you to US and international options. Now, let me just say, when you do this, I live in Texas. It's going to give me the option for Banksa, MoonPay, Transact, right? I can choose any of these options to buy my crypto with my credit card, with ACH on MoonPay. You see how it says Visa, MasterCard, ACH. You just read it, right? Now look, Changely is an independent service provider, and this is independent. Once you click confirm and you go to a different place here, you're now off of our pay portal platform and you're within somebody else's platform, and you're going to have to follow directions. Same with Stripe. If I click buy and Stripe, it's going to take me to a different Stripe portal, right? But the important thing to know is that when you click this, I live in Texas. These are the options I have. Someone that lives in California or Wyoming or Barbados or Greenland or wherever is going to have different options. Some of you won't have the same options because it depends on where you live. It depends on your banking history. It depends on so many things. So just know that when you click on this, it will be different for different people.
So everybody should be jumping out of their skin right now. Some of you guys are like, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't get it. But the crypto world gets it. Do you guys understand that now you don't have to go all over God's creation trying to buy crypto, that you have your own basically crypto portal exchange in VYB Bucks Hub? Like, you can buy crypto in here. You're not buying it from VYB. We're just giving you access to put everything in one place. You guys should be screaming and jumping with the joy right now that go to your own hub. And once you're in your hub, man, I need to get some crypto because I was just in class and I probably need to, get into this world, right? You don't have to go like I used to have to go to BitPay and to here and to there and all over the place just for them to turn around and send me to where we're going to send you, right? If I go to BitPay right now, which is a hub where I can buy crypto in there, they're going to show me the same things that we just showed you. Now, buy it in your platform, right? Buy it in your platform.
I put this on, Megan, because I want everyone to see who is excited. You can go really quickly, everyone. I need you guys, because there are 800 plus on you. Go into your chat, click on everyone, and say how excited you are about this. I had to do it for a quick second, Megan, because this is, how many of you had issues trying to get through systems and trying to download wallets and do all of this? This is a game changer. No raising hands. This is what happens, Megan. We're not.
Don't raise your hand.
Around.
Put your hand down,
Right.
lower your hand. Just type in the chat. And here's what you guys need to understand. This is a selling point. Do you understand that people, let's say we didn't have VYB Vault. We didn't have VYB Global. We didn't have any of our products at all. Do you guys understand that we could just sell this for $250 a month, and people would spend $250 a month just for this. So go talk to all your crypto friends and say, hey, we have a VYB hub, and you get your own portal, and you can buy crypto on your own portal, and you don't have to be running all over the place. So when people say, well, I thought you guys would have launched by now, you know, people have stuff to say. Sometimes I ignore them because we know what we're doing and we know what great stuff we have, and they will soon know. So people who think, oh, whatever they're thinking, and I don't care what they think, it's none of my business. We understand exactly that I could just market this product for $250 a month, and I would have 1 million people in the crypto world buy it from us. So it's important that you guys know what you really have. Sorry, I just had to really stress that. And I
know.
really don't think they understand the whole syncing thing either, but we'll get to that a little later. I know you went over it briefly.
Yes. And really all it is you guys, the reason I wanted to show you this buy feature is because you don't need anything else. If you want, it is totally optional. You can download the TigaPay mobile app. Now, that is in the directions going forward. The main important thing is that if you download this app, which will happen later, you have to use the same back office email address. This is my email address. And just so you guys know, you need the back office email address whenever you do anything to do with VYB adjacent. You must use the same email address. You must use the same email address.
So I'm going to stress it in my different tone. Whatever email address that you use in VYB, you have to use that email address everywhere when you're dealing with VYB, or it's not going to work. If you go set up a Tyga account and download the app later on, use the same email address that you're using in VYB. You got to use it everywhere when you're dealing with VYB, or it's not going to sync. It's not going to talk to each other because it's a totally different platform. Okay. We don't own Tyga, but we are 100% connected to the owner of Tyga. This is his platform, and he is our very good friend and partner. So we want you to understand that you have to use the same email address. You have to use the same email address. You have to use the same email address. Okay.
100% you must use it. So when we get into the instructions in just a moment about how to pay and how to set up, you're going to understand what this is over here. But I just wanted to go through the features. This will sync. So I happen to have money in my crypto wallet. It syncs. If I buy money, there's there. Javian, yes.
Really quick, are you able to make your screen just a tad bit larger? Got a few messages about that.
There we go.
Thank you, ma'am.
I was trying to make everything fit, but that's okay. There we go. So I'll scoot it up this way. So yes, you'll notice that you can download the app. It is optional. And it syncs. So you can, maybe you're not at your computer and you want to buy crypto, you can buy it. It syncs. Maybe you're at your computer, you can buy it here, and then you're in your wallet someplace else. So again, cards are not available, but when that happens, it's going to be all synced together in one system. So I'm not going to click on cards. It's not available yet. Here is where you're going to be able to see your transactions, your internal ones, the crypto transactions you made, the bank transactions, and the card transactions. So you can see this is a whole portal that you don't need to go out of or anywhere. You can shift things. You can see all the stuff you've done. Beneficiaries means bank accounts. This is where your subscriptions will be, the pending ones, the active ones, the completed ones. Again, this is just here. When we are using this system, we will tell you about it. I promise, just like this. This is where your orders will be, your pending orders and your completed orders, right? This shows you everything you've done. So you can see I paid for my charter membership here. The amount, the fee, etc. All of it is here. And then if I go over, this is just security if you want 2FA or you want to disable 2FA. So I think we've talked about everything, Megan. And let me know when you want to go to the demonstration
Do you want to click on orders? And I have to go downstairs. I'm gonna go on my phone, Tony, so I might need you to, I might be able to be host on here.
Okay.
I gotta go downstairs.
Maylee, I'm going to lower your hand one more time, but if you raise it again, I'm going to have to put you in the waiting room. Thank you. All right, go ahead.
So, do you want to explain like when they do get the orders? There's
Yes,
two
that is
different
going to,
buttons on there.
yes, that is in my instructions that we're going to go over next.
Okay, so, okay, perfect.
Because yes, when you get the orders, that's when they pay for the charter membership, and that's in our PDF. We're going through the instructions.
Okay, and then we're gonna turn off the chat because some of you are starting to post questions and you should just be paying attention.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
a
not looking at the
tutorial.
chat.
Don't tell me you need to pay your $25. We are aware of that. That's why we're having this call to show you. And I'm being very direct because adults are the worst sometimes. I taught high school and they don't ask questions. Adults will be asking questions. I need you guys to just listen. We're on this call because you have to pay your $25 or you've already paid your $25 and you need to help people who need to pay their $25. That's what we're showing you right now. Everybody on this call needs to pay their $25 or needs to help somebody pay their $25, or they need to understand how this platform works, all of you, so that you can use it. So just pay attention and don't ask any questions, please and thank you. I love you very much.
Perfect. All right. Are we ready to go to the next, the PDF about paying and setting up and all of that?
Yes. So what Tony is getting ready to show you guys is the steps to getting the system. Now, let me unmute you really quickly so that you can type to everybody. How many of you guys want this VYB Bucks hub? Put 777 in the chat if you want this hub. Type it in the chat if you want it. Okay. Perfect. Awesome. Awesome. Everybody wants this hub. Trust and believe. 1 million people are going to want this hub. They don't even care about VYB Global or whatever. There's going to be 1 million people who want this hub, and we know it. And you have it in your hands to be able to market it to people. So you're in class right now. So I'm going to go ahead and turn off the chat. Thank you very much, guys. Now we're going to show you how to get it. It is the most simple way to get this hub, but it's like how you had to set up your bank account. You had to go through some steps to get it. So please don't make this hard. If I can do it, anybody can do it. I am the least techie person on this call, but I also am a very focused. I follow directions. I'm not doing 15 million things, washing dogs and yelling at kids and cooking dinner while I'm trying to figure out how to get into $1 million business. That's where I differ from other people. I sign up with things on my laptop or desktop, and I use my phone to watch tutorials while I'm signing up. So Tony, you want to go ahead and say who this is for? So guys, listen, you have this, you're going to have this PDF. Please don't feel like you have to be snapshotting. We're going to drop the link and you have all the slides that Tony's getting ready to show you on how to create your VYB Bucks hub. Tony?
Absolutely. Okay. So I will go through this the best I can, the slowest I can, because I do talk fast and I move my mouse around fast. But this PDF will be dropped for you guys. I want to also reiterate, there are leaders. There's a leadership chat. And if you know, you know. But in that leadership chat, there will be a Zoom link that will be dropped so people can get on and get help. There's an amount of help we can give you, an amount of help we can't give you. And I talked about how when you go to pay on Stripe or MoonPay or someplace else, you're a different platform, we can help you through what this PDF talks about, right? So that will be dropped in the leadership chat, and you will have to get with your leader, your leader's leader, your leader's leader, and leader's leader to get on that call today. So that is what you're going to be doing. All right. So there's 2 trainings today. One is for the people who have paid for their membership, and the second one will be the people who have not paid for your membership. In a few minutes, there's going to be a button available in your back office, and it is going to say VYB Bucks. Do not click that button until you've heard this training, please. Okay? So first of all, what you need to get started, this works best using the Chrome browser. It works better on a laptop or a desktop. You're going to need your ID and or your passport, because what we didn't talk about earlier and what I'm going to take a moment to say here is this is a KYC system. What that means is that you have to, it's called know your customer, know your client, right? You're going to have to, when you buy crypto, when you are on this platform, you're going to have to verify who you are. When you put funds in, when you withdraw funds. So there is no paying for someone else. All right, you guys, you cannot go through this platform for somebody else, because you're going to be, you're going to have personal information, your driver's license, your passport. You're setting up a pay portal, so please pay attention and do not multitask. If you were at the bank setting up a banking account, you wouldn't be on your phone watching a YouTube video and being able to pay attention. So please take notes, pay attention. All right. So number one, if you've already paid for your charter membership, you're going to see this button in the back office that says VYB bucks. If you have not paid, you will not see this button. So again, write that down for you and your team members. If you've paid for your charter membership, you're going to see this button. If you have not paid, you will not see this button. You are going to see a different button that says pay for your charter membership, and we will get to that next. So for those of you that paid, you're going to click the VYB bucks button. The next thing that happens is there's going to be a screen that comes up that asks you to verify all of your information. You're going to have your name, everything that's in your portal. I want you guys to verify everything is correct. Now, do not panic. Your birth date, if you were in the system previously, transferred over in the European type format, where it was the year, the month, and the date, or the year, the date, and the month. You'll have to excuse me because I'm from Texas and we assume we're the only people here. So I'm used to the bottom way. This is how it needs to be done. This is how most people do it in the US. So if your birth date is here and it's got red letters and it says you must be 18 years old to register, the issue is you need to reformat your birth date. So please write that down, because you're going to get your team asking. We're probably going to get 2,000 support tickets, and we're not going to answer any of those because it's right here in the PDF. Reformat your birth date so it goes through. Now, once you do that, once everything looks good, you can then click Submit Activation. You won't be able to submit your activation if you have any red boxes. That's why we pointed this out. So once you submit your activation, you're going to instantaneously get an email at your email, your back office email. What is happening is you're getting accounts set up. So you'll get an email and you need to go and click Set Your Password, because you're going to have to set your password. Now, this email must be your back office email. This is for VYB bucks, this pay portal. The back office password should be your password, because everything is going to sync together. So just remember, however you log into VYB back office, you'll log into this VYB bucks pay portal. All right. Make sure that your back office email and your back office password match. After you do that, you're going to be taken to another screen to verify your information. And I want to make sure, let me make this so everyone can see it. Is this good, JB, in this size?
You should be fine. Keep rolling.
Perfect. Okay. So you're going to double verify all your information is correct here. All right. And let me move this. I want you guys to double check your birth date again. Always check your birth date. All right. Now, question.
Tony, can you go back to that screen really quickly?
Yes.
Is this where it might change their birthday?
Yes. For some reason, we don't know why, for some people, it makes your birth date a day earlier. So instead of January 2nd, it might say it's January 1st. So just double check your birth date on this.
Because I did, just so you guys know, I did mess it up too, because that's how we beta test our system, is we go through it and then we find the problems or the mistakes that we made so that you don't make them. And when I went through it, it changed my birthday to May 13th. Well, all of you should know my birthday is May 14th because we're having a party in Indianapolis that you're invited to. Shameless plug. So make sure that you check, double check, slow down, don't be in a hurry, and make sure your information is correct.
Absolutely. So after you double check that, the next question everyone has is, can I do personal or business? Now, I want to be very, very clear about this. Do you already have a business bank account? If the answer is yes, you can choose business if you want. You can go that route. If the answer is no, you need to choose personal. And the reason I'm saying this is because you can choose whatever you want. You can say you have a business on Venus. I don't know. But when you go to withdraw your money to a bank account because of the KYC process, you will not be able to withdraw your money unless it matches that bank account, right? So if you already have a business bank account, you know what I'm talking about. If you have no clue what I'm talking about, then you need to choose personal because we're not going to go into that on this call or in support. It's very simple. If you have a business bank account, you know what to do. Choose business and move forward. If you don't, then choose personal. All right. Do you want to say anything on that, Megan? I hope I was clear on it. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, then do not choose business.
No, I chose business, guys, because I already have a business bank account set up with all of my information. I have a banking card with my business on it. It's not, well, I'm going to set up a business later. Well, then don't do it right now because when you go to withdraw your money, you can't withdraw your money to some other random account. That's for your own safety. This is a real portal, right? So just choose personal.
Yes. And the next question is, can you choose it later? Please note that you can only have one type of account and it cannot be changed later. It says this here. I won't go into any more on that. Right now, that's what it says. I'll just say right now it says that. So please just choose what you need to choose. All right. Moving on. Once you're done with that, you're going to click complete registration. When you click complete registration, it's going to take you to your back office that I just showed you, the pay portal that I just showed you, where you have the e-wallet and the crypto buttons to push. At the top of that, you're going to see your name and you're going to see a check mark, right? What you're going to need to do is click this check mark. And I have a picture here. You're going to be able to see it in the back in the pay portal. And I had already showed you guys that. But just in case, for good measure, I'm going to share this window again. Do you see my green check mark here? It says KYC verified. You're going to have a translucent or a yellow check mark. And that's going to depend on various factors of what color that is. But for now, just know that you're going to click the check mark. If the check mark is not clickable, don't worry. But I promise you, all of your check marks, you'll have to click and they're going to be translucent or yellow. This is going to take you through a KYC process to verify your identity. You need to follow the instructions, and this part is simple. Again, follow the instructions. That part is simple. We're going to go straight into the next part because I'm going to reiterate, follow the instructions. This part is simple. We're not going to talk to you about how to do things that are not a part of our system. The KYC is personal. It's going to use your ID or your passport, and it's going to have you verify your identity. So we can't help you with that. Does everybody understand? We cannot help you with your personal information. All right. That's something you have to do. And it's something everyone has to do on their own. In order to withdraw money, you're going to have to do this. So that's why you can't have multiple accounts. Do you want to say something on that, Megan, to make that super clear?
Yes, and I'm trying to check into my hotel, but
Oh, sorry
I want
about
to make that, that's okay. I want to make that really clear because people are going to try to finagle the system and they're going to try to, oh, I'm going to have multiple accounts so I can suck up multiple check matches, and just people try to do all kind of stuff, and we're not going to allow it. And if you do try to finagle the system, sorry, somebody keeps calling me. then you run the risk of being terminated. I'm going to make that super clear because the matrix is the matrix and we do not want to compromise it by, because I already had a person try to do it, Joe Schmo, I'm going to put 5 accounts in here. Now you got 5 accounts that aren't building. So now the people who fall under those 5 accounts don't get the full, love of the matrix because you got some yahoo trying to finagle the system and suck up extra money. So if you know people like that, tell them I will terminate them if that happens. That's the
And
only termination talk I've ever talked is if I find out that somebody, now a husband and a wife, can they have multiple different accounts? Yes, because they're 2 different people. But if we find out one person's trying to, I'm gonna have a business account, I'm gonna do personal, and I'm gonna have this account, I'll terminate you.
And this check mark, this KYC process will only allow one of you. So if you think I'll just KYC 4 or 5 accounts, unless you've cloned yourself and have different passports and driver's licenses, it won't work. It will only allow one KYC person. So don't send a support ticket because then you're going to get a response from Megan saying, sorry, we told you you couldn't have duplicate accounts. So after you KYC, your check mark will probably be sitting as pending for a minute. That's okay. Just click the check mark and it'll take you through the process. Now, you want to make sure the next thing you do is click crypto. When you click the crypto button, it's going to say register your crypto account. And what this is doing is it's registering simultaneously with our portal and the TigerPay app. It's creating an account on the TigerPay app for you. So make sure this information is correct and complete registration. Again, you don't have to download the TigerPay app, but if you do, it just created an account for you. And that's for the syncing purposes. Again, downloading that app is completely optional and it's just for the syncing purposes. After you finish with all of your KYC, you're going to see a green check mark. And right now, until we get through this process, you guys, there is no support on anything that is not included on this PDF. And there is no support response if the answer can be found on the PDF. I want to make that clear. If the answer can be found on the PDF and you did not read, you will not get a support response. If the question is about something not on this PDF, you will not get a response. This is right now for everyone to go through. And we've done this with some people last night for, I want to say 4 hours. We did a beta group and there were very, very minimal issues and they've all been addressed on this, the birth date issue, right? The KYC issue. So everything's addressed. Again, downloading this is optional, but if you do download it, everything's going to be synced. I want to see, Megan, if Philo is here. Philo, are you here and available? I don't know if he's still here. Philo, are you there? Oh, wait, hold on. You probably can't say you're there because you're muted. Are you there, Philo?
Yes,
Hello?
I'm here. Yes,
There you
I'm
are.
here.
Philo, do you mind explaining, because you did it in the best way, do you mind explaining when they click this and the account is created, they're going to have an account in the TigerPay app, what you experienced when you had an account already?
All right, so I previously had a TigerPay account that did not have my email address that I use for my VYB back office. So what I then had to do was disable the account, which you may not have to disable the account. Let me say that to be clear. I just chose to disable my account just so I can have one name with one email that matches my VYB back office. So I disabled that account and then I just re-logged in into the TigerPay app using my VYB back office credentials and everything was fine.
I was on mute again. Thank you very much. I know that is going to come up. So again, downloading is optional. You don't have to do that. You can stay in this system. Some people, I like to just have my app with me. But there is that. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to move on to paying for your charter membership. So those of you that have already paid, you have the information, and this PDF will be dropped in the leadership chat because it's not on a link yet, but it will be dropped in the leadership chat. So get with your leaders. But now I need you guys to focus on this part, paying for your charter membership, because all of you either need to pay or you have someone who needs to pay. Now let's go through this process. Number one, in the back office, if you have not paid or your personal has not paid, there's going to be a button that says pay for your charter membership. It's going to be big. It's on a banner. You can't miss it, right? Pay for your charter membership. When you click that button, you're going to see this screen here that's going to have you fill in your personal information. Again, your birth date may have the issue. That's okay. Switch it to the American version. I don't know what we're calling that. And once you do that and you check your information, you're going to continue to the payment area. The payment area is going to verify that what you're doing is you're purchasing the pre-launch charter membership and you are getting charged this processing fee of 63 cents, and it's going to take you to the checkout. So you'll click proceed to checkout. Once you do this, and this is important, when you click proceed to checkout, what's going to happen is you're going to get this pop-up that says send my email. It is going to send you an email to your back office email address. You have to click send email though. You have to click send email. And I'm going to add these words. I'm going to apologize to everyone, but I was in a hurry trying to get this stuff done. So I'm talking through this right now. But Megan, do you want me to start over and record this part about the paying for charter membership? Or do you want me to add the words to the slides after the call and put the presentation out?
No, you can go ahead, but I do want to stress all of you guys on here. If anybody is starting to have oh my God, this is so much. It only sounds like so much because it would be the same thing if you were signing up for a bank account and they actually made a PowerPoint like Tony did that took her forever to do and snapshotted every process of you signing up for a bank account and, hey, sign this paper. Hey, do this, then do this. Then let me go get this document signed. It's the same thing. So if you were at all freaking out, this was the most freaking awesome, simple system. If you know how to read and you slow down, you're going to be through it. If it tells you to click this button or verify your email, we always have people, hey, am I supposed to verify my email? And what does it say? Does it say verify email? Yes. Then verify your email. And I'm not talking down to you guys. I don't want you to think that. But these are the kind of things, and I get it because people are nervous, Tony, about pushing buttons.
Yeah.
But if it says verify your email, click verify email.
Absolutely.
It's as simple as that. It's not hard. They're telling you exactly what to do. So do what they're telling you to do when you go through the process and you'll be through it. I did it on my laptop with my phone in my hand, going through Tony's steps. And if I can do it, anybody can do it.
Right. So you'll just follow and read. So you'll click send email. And then what it's going to do is it's going to send you an email. You check your email and you click verify. And then you just wait a few seconds because what's going to happen in the background is all kinds of stuff's going to move. And within about 10 seconds, this window will pop up. Again, you want to verify your information. Again, same thing with business and personal. You'll complete your registration and here you'll get to the buy and pay. So here's what we were talking about earlier. For those of you who have been here and you've listened, thank you very much. I appreciate you. So if you had already, and this is for you guys going forward, getting your memberships, if you've already loaded your crypto wallet with money, it's going to say crypto wallet and you click buy and pay and you're done and you don't need the rest of this. It's super simple and we're done and we move on, right? Your people that are doing the charter memberships have not done this, so it's going to say 0. You're going to click buy and pay. When they click buy and pay, it's going to give them the options of Stripe or Changely. And again, we went over that. Some people will have more options. Some people will have less options. It depends on where you live and your banking history. That's why your birthday and your name were put in at various places. So if you don't have Stripe and you live in the US, that is nothing we can control. That is all done by institutions that we don't control. When you click Changely, you're going to have different options because these are merchant offers from Changely. Again, that's not our platform. So when you click Stripe or Changely or MoonPay or Transact or anything else that is there, you have now left this pay portal and you're on your own with another pay portal and you need to follow instructions. And again, Megan is adept, highly adept at many, many things. One thing that Megan lacks a little bit in is tech area, and that's okay. But Megan flew through this just fine. So I know you guys can do it. So we click confirm, and after you're done paying, you're going to come back to your back office. Now, one of the questions everyone's going to have is, I got a phone call, I got interrupted, I got logged out, something happened, where's my order? It's lost. It isn't. If you go back into your back office, you're going to see where it says orders, and there's going to be a little eyeball here. If you click that eyeball, it's going to pop back up this order here so you can continue where you left off or may have gotten lost. Okay. After you're done paying, you're going to be in your portal. You're going to be able to see everything. So it's very self-explanatory. It's easy to go through. And the very last thing I'm going to mention is, Megan, if you want to read this, I don't know if you're at a place now or you're still checking in.
Yep, I'm ready.
You want to talk about this really quick because it's the last thing. And I know we're losing people quickly because the button is probably available.
Okay, yes. So again, I'm so excited for you guys. I'm so thankful for our partners that we've partnered with for this platform that other people don't have. And they don't have people like Tony who will stay up 24 straight hours and sit 8 hours on a Zoom with leaders and make slides for you guys when really it's like, they're fine. They can figure it out. If they can read, they can do it. But we know that some people are visual learners. So we all want to say thank you to Tony and I have a private group of leaders that I work with and meet with every single morning, about 60 of them. And I want to thank them for staying up all night and watching Tony work and helping her through this process because she really couldn't have done it without that group of leaders. We have the best leaders over here at VYB. So I'm just excited about that. Commissions, starting April 21st, commissions sync every night at 11:59 p.m. EST. What commissions are we talking about? Pre-launch commissions. So if I go sign Tony up and Tony pays her $25 with a little bit of tax, my $10 is not going to show up until the next day. So do not send support tickets. I signed somebody up and I can't see my $10, and you know people are going to do it, and nothing, frustrates me more than people, number one, who don't show up to these calls or don't watch the recordings to these calls and ask questions before they've done their due diligence, right? So just understand your commissions later on will not be like this, but we did not want to spend our development time and our programming time making it show up for you guys instantly when we're not even going to have the charter membership after a couple days. So your job should be to read this PDF that Tony drops. We will have this recording. We will also make a new video that's shorter that goes through the whole process so that people can do it while they're watching the video, or they can set up their VYBUcks hub while they're reading the PDF slides that Tony so graciously and the leaders created in a 24-hour long period. So please understand that if I sign Tony up and she pays her charter membership, give it the next day, and then it will reflect in your back office. Do not send support tickets. Do not text me. Please, I love you guys very much. The only reason why you should be calling me is because you have a three-way call. If you're calling or texting me about anything other than production, I have a three-way, can you do a launch call for me? I'm not going to respond. We're in builder mode right now, right? We're in builder mode, and you need to be going wide and signing up as many people as you can. We're not going to stop to answer a gazillion support tickets of people who spelled their names wrong and all kind of things. Okay? So I just want to stress that. And I'm stressing it to you guys because I need you to stress it to your teams. You're here. There's thousands of people who are not on this call who are going to wake up and think we're going to stop what we're doing to catch them up. No, no, no. They can watch the recording. Okay. So I just want to kind of stress that. And I'm talking this way because this is how you guys need to talk to your team. Notice I didn't cuss you out. I didn't yell at you, but I'm super direct. So you need to be super direct with your team and tell them, follow directions, watch the video, read the PDF. It's super simple, but you got to take time to get it done. And you are on a time crunch over the next couple days. So this isn't something that can wait. Okay.
And I dropped the PDF in the chat. I will put it in the leader chat. I'll put it on myvibe.io. And I want you guys to remember, Javian is going to open a Zoom and he's going to put it in the leaders chat. If you need to be on that Zoom so you can ask questions, there are going to be many leaders. And I want to say it again because Megan said it. Y'all would have had a much different presentation and video had it not been for these leaders helping last night for over 5 hours. We can't do it without them. They are also going to be helping on this Zoom with Javian. So you need to find your sponsor. You need to find somebody who has access at Leaders Chat in the Leaders Zoom to get on it, because you're all invited, but you've got to find your way to get there. And this is your moment to find your sponsor or your sponsor and look around, because now we're going to see who's plugged in and ready to go.
And that's really important. People should have done that by now. All of my leaders that I know are leaders, and I'm not saying you guys aren't leaders if you're not in my leaders group, but these are people who have jumped in, helped out, doing presentations, all kind of things. And the first thing that I had them do is find their lineage. I did it with Bev months ago, and I said, who's your sponsor, Bev? Who's your sponsor? Who's your sponsor, until you get all the way up to corporate, right? To me, to Reagan, to somebody on corporate. You need to know what lineage you're in. That's your homework for today, is figure it out, right? Call your sponsor and say, who's your sponsor? Give me their number. Can you introduce them to me? Well, they're not active anymore. I don't care. I need to know who their sponsor is. Now, Tony, can they do this whole process without connecting to a leader and getting on a Zoom to do this?
With me?
No, I'm saying, can they do it on, I'm sorry, I wasn't specific enough. Can they do it on their own without getting
Oh,
on a
yes.
leaders group?
Yes, you guys can go through this just fine. And I know I'm going through it really quickly. This is here in the main chat. You can go through this because Megan didn't even have these slides and she got through it. And again, Megan can do a million things and bring 62 bazillion people to a company. But sometimes when it comes to tech stuff, she needs some steps. I didn't even give her slides. We just talked through it. She pushed the buttons. She was just fine with it. So I know
Yeah.
you guys could do it.
Yeah, it was a piece of cake if you're focused, but do it on your laptop or your desktop, because this is this is what you should be doing. You shouldn't be doing everything on your phone. If you can't do it until you get home tonight, you have time, right? We got a couple days, so you don't have to freak out and have anxiety because you feel like you're going to miss out and we're going to leave without you. If you're at work, do this when you get home, when you're super focused, sitting at your desk. Do it then. Don't do it while you're driving. Don't do any of that. You wouldn't set up your bank account driving, right? You would be on a laptop or a desktop and going through your online banking. If you do not have a laptop or a desktop, some people have even gone over to the library so they can use their laptop or desktop. Am I saying you can't use your phone? No, I'm not. But if somebody calls you on the phone and knocks you out and now you got to find your way back, can you? Yes. But is it preferred that you're sitting at a laptop or a desktop to do it? Yes. So then you can take your phone and watch a video or look at the slides and follow, just in case you have questions. Do not send a support ticket with any questions. Do not call me. Do not text me unless you're calling for a three-way or a launch call. I love you guys very much. Back to you, Tony.
Thank you very much. And you guys, you got this information. There were 800 plus on there. The button is available in the back office. So I know you guys are dropping off, but I'm going to ask you super politely as I possibly can be. Do not ask questions of support or anybody else that was on this call because you missed it or you haven't read the PDF. Please, 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 please. If you send support tickets that have to do with what's on the PDF, that have to do with what we told you already we weren't going to answer support tickets about, they will not get answered. So if you're sitting around wondering why my support ticket didn't get answered, it's because you can find the answer on the PDF or by following directions and reading.
Awesome. So Tony, we're doing this again tonight at
Yes.
8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So anybody who didn't show up, guys, you need to go give them a stern warning that we're leaving with or without them, and they need to plug in themselves. We're not going to give secondhand information. It's not your responsibility to run someone else's business. And I'm said the same thing to my family. I'm not doing the meeting after the meeting because it's not important for you to show up or to watch the recordings that will drop in the group. They need to handle their own affairs. You're not responsible for them. Okay? We'll be back here at 8 p.m. Eastern to do this all over again with the same level of excitement and directness.
Yes. And this call was not recorded, you guys. We're not going to record the one tonight. You need to be plugged in for your team or ask your leader to be plugged in or just follow the PDF. It's not that difficult. I promise.
Oh, sorry. We weren't going to record, right?
No, not recording. We will do a video on the PDF later when there is time. But no, we're not recording these just because there was so much going on. We may or may not record the one tonight, Megan, but I want to make sure that you guys are plugged in.
Oh, perfect. So myvibe.io or 12 o'clock, 8 o'clock, that's where the place to be for people over this next week until we launch this thing and then we're off to the races.
Perfect. That's all we got. The leadership Zoom has been, and we're not answering questions. The leadership Zoom link has been put in the leadership chat. Leaders, do not share the information blindly. Only give it to people that are plugged in and ready to help. So,
because they will start sending support tickets and we'll ask them who, and just don't do it. Tell them same thing we just told you guys. You need to tell your people. All right. Thank you, Tony. You did a phenomenal job. Thank you to all the leaders.
thank you.
All right.